Hey, good morning, all you Sunday morning intrep heads. Welcome to the program. This is Scotty Roberts. Program such as it is, because this is really the informal program of the Intrepid radio program on Sunday mornings, if you're new here. So welcome. I'm still getting my face on and my head on and my wits on. We've got another birthday party today. That is Ellery's birthday party. This is the one that she invited all her little school friends to. And so that's taking place. So we're only going to do an hour show today instead of the normal 2 hours, because I'm going to go up and help prep for that last from 10 o'clock to noon before all the little miscreants arrive for the birthday party. Grumpy Stack, how you doing, brother? Good to see you. Good morning, he says. And so birthday doings over here again at the Roberts house. We've got that cluster of birthdays in our family that are all around the end of the year, holiday season. You know what that means? That means mom and dad were doing it. But I was going to say Thanksgiving, Valentine's Day, and a little bit thereafter. A couple of times, because we've got Rowan is turned 11 on the 20th of November, and Ellery turns 8. Well, she turned 8 2 days ago on Friday, and now we have her official invite birthday party to all her friends at school. So we could have anywhere from 5 to 15 children screaming here from noon to 4 p.m. today. So wish us luck, and that Raini keeps her sanity today. Hey, Cordia, good to see you. Good day. Wish I could say I'm doing good, but it's rough right now. Meow, says Grumpy Stack. Well, tell us about it, Grumpy. Come on and tell us about your woes this morning, because I'll tell you about mine. That's for sure. That's what I do here. It's what I do. So if you want to come on and talk about your woeful state of affairs, Grumpy, welcome. You too, Cordia, or anybody else. Dave Potter, he can come on and talk. All depends on what he's doing. Rainey's going to be down here in a little bit. She's just up. She's been working on picking up things around the house. You know how it is when you're going to have a party. Now, I look at it and I go, it's got to look nice, but do I really have to impress a bunch of 8-year-olds? No. But I do want the bathroom clean, the bathroom that everybody has access to, picked up, the shower curtain tucked in the right place. Oh, Grumpy Stack says it's money. No one wants to hear it. Well, that's because everybody's got money problems. But Grumpy, come on in. You can come on and talk about your money issues, whatever you want to reveal. I'll tell you mine. I do here. It's been a bleak quarter for us up to this point. And we're still behind. We're behind the 8 ball. We haven't got our bills paid yet. I mean, that's how it is. And so Emerald Eagle, Grand Rising, all favor be. Thank you, Emerald. Good to see you here this morning. There's Uncle Dave. We can bring Uncle Dave in right away, I think. Let's add him to the stream. Uncle Dave.
Morning.
How's it going? Well, I
Good.
got that haze in my head right there.
Trying to find
overlay.
This.
See a different way to do this. Oh, I like that. Let's see. We can do that. I suppose we can do that. This is nice.
How are you this morning?
It's closer upper, but I got to move over then. So my head's not over here in the haze of the logos.
Ooh.
So, boom.
When do the gaggle of 8-year-olds get there?
Oh, my goodness. Noon.
Oh, my
today.
God. I do not envy you.
Oh, you can be here. You can make it here by then.
I could, but I got to take my dad up to the hospital. I got to spend some time with mom, and then I got to get back. I really want to get the Lindisfarne painting finished today.
Cool.
I've got to lay in the Ravens. I've got a little bit of work to do on the North Sea. I kind of think I know what I want to do to fix that and make the water the way I want it. A little less painty, a little more watery looking.
Woo! Yeah, you do. Rainey's coming. She's got to haul her chair over. So I gotta change a couple things here. I'm gonna take the big banners off because when Rainy comes on, we're gonna go to this. So we've got room, and she will be over here.
Worked on portraits yesterday.
Just Uncle Dave and me. Oh, it could be the cat.
Yeah, she doesn't need to put a top on for me. Just come in and be natural.
Yeah. That's what I tell her every day. Well, I get to experience that every day. Do I get to touch it every day? No, but it's always there. And she is a beauty this morning. Oh, she's a real beauty. Oh yeah, she says in the background. So yeah, it's birthday party day. It's going to be stress day for Mom, not because she doesn't have fun. She lines these things up for the kids, and she loves to do it. She loves to get things going for them, but getting our kids to be motivated to participate in keeping the house decent. And like I say, who's trying to impress a bunch of 8-year-olds? No one. What are they going to go home and go, well, they had shoes and socks laying on the floor. It's like, they didn't clean their toilet, Mom.
Well, they might say that.
I knocked that over this morning, too. I hate that screen now. Here, let me get rid of these. I got paintings sitting up here. Hold on, guys. Riveting radio, I know. But here she comes.
I gotta get my tea now. I left it over here.
All right. You look glorious this morning. So, yeah. Oh, and here, Dave, this is for you.
Oh.
Yeah. There you go.
Did you take a look at the self-portrait I posted?
Self-portrait? No, I didn't see that. When are you going to shave now that you're a civilian?
Here, pull up here. I got to get my formal portrait done. So I'm going to get that out of the way. I've got a frock coat and waistcoat here to wear. I'm going to do sort of an 1800s thing.
Oh, that's
hey,
very
sweetheart.
cool.
How are you?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm good.
I saw your self-portrait thing. I didn't get a chance to look at it because my eyes still aren't unblurry yet.
Yeah. Well, and it's just rough. It's not finished yet.
I absolutely love that everybody else calls you Uncle Dave.
Yeah. That has caught on.
Yep.
Yeah, Cordy.
So, Dave,
Cordy
which
commented
YouTube
on it and called me Uncle Dave. So.
Yep.
Or which Facebook account do you have that posted to?
It's on my my regular Facebook. Yeah,
I see it. There it is.
So I'm doing the Rembrandt technique. So it's still like it's all just. I did the underpainting, and I've just started throwing in the dark tones on the. I threw the. So what he does is he lays his underpainting, then he goes in with like lead white or titanium white and puts all the extreme highlights in.
Nice.
And then I went ahead and laid in like the hat and the doublet and the leather work because it's all flat black. And I wanted to get all the blacks in because everything else is going to get built on top of that.
It looks really good. I like the way the lighting's going, especially on the doublet right now. Folks, you can go over to David W. Potter over on Facebook if you're a friend of his, and you can see these pictures. I could show them, but
you don't need to. You don't need to.
I think it'd be fun to show it.
But even in the rough state that it is, it's really painterly right now and all that. Even you can tell who it is and stuff. I'm really happy with this Rembrandt technique.
Here we go. There now. I'm sharing my screen. Let's go over to David W. Potter's. Here we go. See, here's what he's talking about. Starting in laying in the darks, and
that's the underpainting.
Then the
all
whites,
done in
the
umber.
extreme whites. And going to this so far, this is the stage he's at. So that leather doublet, black leather doublet's looking pretty good so far for putting down base color. I like it.
No, in the photograph back then, my chest was just covered in baubles and jewels and stuff like that. I've taken those out, but I've got that large ruby brooch that I wear as Henry Morgan. I'm going to put that on his hat, I think.
All right.
That's
cool.
So working on that. I'm gonna do one of me as the Duke of Norfolk. And I'm going to do that as a Holbein, because that's in the Henry VIII style, skirted doublet and all that. And I'm gonna do that one as a Holbein, I think.
Right on. Hey, here's Grumpy Stack. Let's bring him in too. He's talking about doing the self-pot.
Hey,
What's
man,
the
how are you?
self-pot rate?
All right, how you guys
You're
doing?
homegrown?
Huh?
The self-pot rate. You said I sent the self-pot rate.
No, I seen the self-pot rate.
Self-pot rate. Oh.
I got it.
She got it.
I'm on the same level. We're good.
You're looking good, Grump.
Thank you.
Hello. So what's going on with you today?
I'm here at the shop to try to make some money.
Yeah,
I hear that.
I had to
walking in right now, huh?
Pretty much. I'm waiting for a buddy of mine to show up. Got a little job to do on his truck, but
you know any kids like grade school kids?
I know some
like in your neighborhood or around the shop. You know what you
yeah
do?
Yeah, they
print up a bunch of flyers. Just go to Kinko's or whatever you got down there in Louisiana. Get some flyers, half-page ones, and get a bunch of kids. Print up 200 of those babies, and have a bunch of kids pass those out for $5.
Kids nowadays won't do it for $5.
Yeah,
they'll end up with the trash in the end of the.
Yeah. So you come when you're done, and I'll pay you $10, something like that. That's better than paying $5,000 for advertising. Get a bunch of kids to pass out flyers for the shop within the 2-mile radius of your shop, and see if you can't generate some people walking in.
And the sheriff's knocking on your door, child labor laws, and
yeah. No, it's been a rough go. I mean, the first 2 weeks of October were great, and after that, it's been nothing. And you know, so close to the Christmas season, I had to let my tire guy go.
Oh boy.
Yeah, I'm mounted behind. I need a ton of money to keep operations running and my household running.
Yeah.
You know, and you know, it's scary. I put on a front, but I'm battling every day.
Oh yeah. We know how that is.
We know the struggle.
Yeah.
You know, you put on a good face and you smile and you talk. Hey, this is what we're doing. This is what we're after. This is what we're trying to achieve. Meanwhile, you're saying, how do I pay mortgage? How do I pay electricity? How do I pay my internet? All those things those are the essentials for our business right there. Home, roof,
phone,
internet, and bill paid.
And I've got littles, so we have to like hold to a certain thing during Christmas time. I freaking hate Christmas. I haven't hated Christmas since we have had kids because it sucks being self-employed.
It does.
I look at it this way. I have 3 grandchildren, and then I have 4 children that are all grown. Yeah. Okay. I'm telling myself and I'm telling my wife our grown children don't need nothing.
Right.
Yep.
The grandchildren,
they understand.
Yeah. The grandchildren, get them a little something, you know, nothing extravagant, nothing like this. And she wants to get everybody everything. And I'm like, we can't afford it. You know, it's like, you know, I don't want to go into more debt than I already have, you know?
Right. Well, we're the same way. We love loading our kids up with stuff. And I will tell you this, one of the saving graces of having my daughters have a successful business, they load our kids up at Christmas time.
So Santa
Claus
one gift
comes from mermaids.
Santa Claus brings one gift, and then sisters load them up.
Yep.
Yeah.
Which is kind of nice. And that's because there are times we're like, we knew we should have bought those presents back in March for this Christmas.
Yeah.
You know, when we had money in the bank, and now it's you struggle
Right.
if you wait till the end. And I love Christmas. I just hate the
Hero.
I'm the same
I
way.
hate the revenue stream right now.
Yeah.
You know, Amy used to work for Target, and she was brilliant with this. She would, every time stuff went on clearance, she would buy toys and things like that and stick them up in the attic.
That's what she does.
And then, so like, and it was good for two things. Because inevitably, you know, the 6-year-old comes home and goes, I have a birthday party this afternoon. Like, you have a what? You know, like, could we have found out about this last week? And so she'd just run upstairs and grab a Barbie doll or something like that, wrap it up, and they're good to go.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, that's like, you know, weren't you and I talking about that on the captain's cabin the other night? About
something like
gifts?
that. Yeah.
Who was I talking to? It's like, oh my God, it's somebody's birthday today, and we're supposed to show up there. I didn't get a gift, and I got no money. We're broke, and we start looking around. You go, hey,
what can I give away?
This is appropriate for an 8-year-old, right? That'll work. It looks brand new, and so yeah, that's the way that works around here.
What? Nothing. Dad knocked over a sword.
I knocked over a sword.
Way to go, Dad.
Way to go, Ro.
Good morning, Rowan. How are you today?
Good.
Good.
It kind of looks like mini Rainy right there.
It sure does.
It is.
Yeah.
It is mini Rainy. Here, look. There you go. I like Rainy's hair, not when it's parted down the middle, but when she sweeps it over. That's the look.
It's not parted down the middle. I gotta figure out which side.
I see.
It's down the side.
It's down the sides.
I have to get ready for a sleepover because
And
I'm so.
no.
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 What?
Thank you.
Don't put the cat on Dad's head. And no.
Yes.
Then you better watch how you're sassy today, and your stuff better get done.
Yeah, no sassing.
Yep. All right.
And lead by Rowan, do me a favor and lead by example. Don't get revenge on your sister at her birthday party. Just show her how she should behave at her sister's birthday party.
That's it. Yep, that's what you do.
And then she'll start behaving that way at yours.
That's what I keep telling our kids. We both tell our kids. We say, look, the oldest one. Well, I'm going to hit her back because she hit me. I said, no, you don't. You show her how you don't hit.
Hey,
back.
I gotta get running. I'll see you later.
All right, see you, Grumpy.
Take it easy.
Have a good day.
Good
Good luck. All right, there we go. So you have to tell your kids this is how, or you tell your kids. I tell Flynn all the time, you're not supposed to hit your sister. You're the big
Absolutely
brother.
not.
Big brothers defend their sisters.
Or if you hit your sister, you wait until your parents are gone and
Yeah.
nobody has a phone.
Yeah, don't be dumb.
Gee.
Be smart.
Don't leave any evidence.
Right.
Oranges in a
Right.
pillowcase work really well.
Well, the beautiful thing is now Rainy's got these cameras all over the
yeah.
house.
Oh my God, I love cameras.
And the kids will come in and they'll start fighting over something and argue. Well, he hit me first. Well, he kicked me first. Well, he didn't, blah, blah, blah. And Rainy's like, let's just see what the camera
I'm like,
does.
just shut up. We'll
shut
figure
up.
this out in 2 minutes. Just
Yep.
I'm gonna pull up the video, be quiet. And then I know exactly what happened.
Yep.
Yep.
Exactly. Cordia makes most of her gifts that she gives. That's pretty cool. Now that works, Cordia, I will say. I love making gifts. I love doing stuff like that. If Rainy was giving out her journals or making stuff like that, or when she made me the special little tokens that I showed you all like 15 years ago, those are great gifts, but those don't work for 8 to 10-year-olds. 8 to 10-year-olds aren't like, oh, look, Mom made me a little coin out of clay. I'm going to treasure this forever. I mean, they will when they're 40. They'll look back at that if they still have it. But kids want toys. They want stuff, gadgets, computer stuff. Adults are like, grandmas. Kids always do. Kids expect grandmas and grandpas to buy them extravagant toys, laptops, stuff like that. But what do they give grandma and grandpa? Look at this card I made you with a little plant I planted in school. And grandmas and grandpas are always like, wow, that's fantastic. I love this. They're in that age where, you know what? I don't get toys anymore.
Yeah.
And,
Uncle
we
Dave,
talking
will
the
you
other
buy
day?
me a cell phone?
Yeah,
Uncle Dave, will you take me to Chinese? Uncle Dave, will
exactly.
you-
You know why they ask you that? Because grandma and grandpa don't give gifts.
That's right. That's right. So,
My mom and Pat don't do Christmas at all because they give all year round. We give you stuff
Yep.
whenever we find it, so that's why we don't.
that's what they do, and that's what Rainey and I do basically with each other.
And it's like we either could have stored it up. We either could have stored it up and gave it to you for Christmas, or we give it to you when we find it.
That's what we do, and
my
with
brother's
each
kid-
other anyway.
My brother's kids came along. So I was an uncle while I was still in grade school. So they came along while I was in school. I mean, all of my school. So
Wild.
I never had cash to blow. Good morning. How are you, birthday girl?
There's another little mini Rainy.
Yeah, that's the
Jake,
real
get
mini
off
Rainy.
the
Okay,
chair.
off the chair. Off the chair. You're gonna knock mom off the chair. You're not little teeny tiny anymore.
You've gotten so much bigger, it seems.
Oh, hi, puppy.
Mhm.
I got the puppy wants to come up too. But
Yeah, let's get everybody on your level. Oh, where's
Yeah,
Bob
come on.
Sackett? Drop
You're gonna
Bob
come up?
Sackett
Come on,
in there.
come on, come on. Oh man, you're so fat I can't even pick you up anymore. Oh, holy cow. There she is. Whoa.
Puggy.
Don't put your paw in my mouth.
How many
I've been
people do
saying
you have
that for
coming over
6
today,
years.
Ellery?
What?
How many people do you have coming over?
I don't know. It's a lot.
Well, no people. They're just
No
kids.
paw in
I
the mouth.
understand. But
We had 10 people RSVP, so
And that's Lucy Fur
We'll
for those
see.
of
are
you.
they girls or boys?
both.
Okay.
I think you have 2 boys coming.
What are you doing?
Yeah.
Not like
Owen
Sam.
and Kaden. What?
Not like
What do
Sam.
you want?
No, I hope not.
Stop with the foot on the face.
No, I mean,
I've only
where
been
Sam
telling her
only
that
invited the
for
girls
5,
from his
6
class
years.
and didn't invite any of the boys.
Yeah.
Okay, you're going on the floor. Woo. So,
That's more of a Rowan thing to do. I
what's
think.
that? The
Following Sam's footsteps, just invite the boys from her class, not invite any girls.
right.
So she's the queen of the ball.
Yeah, that's what Sam did. What was he, 5 when he did that?
5, yeah.
I just invited the girls.
I still laugh at that. What a little player.
Well, that's funny. That's how Scotch and Cookies began, if you remember.
Yes, it
One
was.
belly dancer, then her friend belly dancer and the hairdresser, and then a bunch of belly dancers, and then Rainey started coming with her little dog too, and
Mocha.
then we had to get the guys coming. Come on, guys.
I'm not a dog guy, but I miss Mocha.
Yeah.
She's a
Yeah,
great little dog.
She was fun.
yeah.
And unlike most Chihuahuas, she didn't just sit there and yipe constantly.
Oh
Right.
yeah, she was not a yipper, which was nice.
If I
Yes,
was
liquor
alive,
for the
I'd have
adults, cash for the teens, says Cordia. Yeah, and that works many times. Nice bottle of scotch, nice bottle of wine. Something
You know,
like
in
that
this
for the
day and
adults.
age, like a
Okay,
prepaid
you
Visa
go.
card,
Go and get yourself ready for your stuff.
I am ready.
Okay.
like a prepaid
ya.
Visa
Go
card
upstairs
with
and start
like
picking
gift
up
card
some
type
stuff.
thing with $25 on it,
Okay.
because they can
I'll
use
get
it on
the-
the internet or they can use it on at the store or whatever.
Good.
Right.
All right. Ellery wants to say something before she leaves the room.
I straightened my hair.
It looks beautiful.
You straightened your hair? It looks very nice.
It looks well brushed and everything. I think it looks amazing.
You getting gray hair already?
Do you have lipstick on?
She does.
I was going to
And
say,
she's
because your
got
lips are very rosy.
Mascara, eyeliner stuff. So,
I also have foundation on. and
You don't need foundation at your age. Your skin
Yeah.
is perfect.
I need foundation.
Foundation is to hide things that are imperfect. You have a perfect
Yeah.
face. A little bit of lip gloss and a little bit of eyeliner. Really all you need.
What I just said, kind of. So, yeah. My beautiful
And a
wife is
big, giant
naturally
gold
made up.
hoop
She doesn't
earring,
need foundation.
because you're a pirate.
Yeah, there you go. Pirate.
Pirate.
Mm.
Can you get off my chair?
Okay, time to get down. Mom and Dad are going to do this show for a little bit. So you're going to go.
Okay.
You're going to head upstairs. You could have gotten up
Yeah,
really
you could have
easy
got off the
this
chair
side.
on that side.
Bye. See
Love
you
you,
while
baby.
you go up after
Bye-bye.
you're upstairs.
Love you. See you. Bye-bye. See you. Bye-bye. Love you.
Hey, yeah, yeah, yeah.
Go clean up the elf mess.
Too funny.
Yeah. Yeah, it's funny from afar.
It's the joy of being an uncle. You can sugar them
You
up
know.
and leave them. You can laugh at them from afar as they tear the house apart. It's like,
And this is the thing about, I think, about having kids, what drives her nuts. It's, there are precious moments, and there's the irreplaceable moments of time, and there's all the love and the joy, of the kids. Oh, we got our kids. We love our kids. We love them being around and so on. But multiply that. Those are moments. Those are moments punctuated by long hours of annoyance, of aggravation, of no time, of no privacy, of no nothing. You can see this radio show, for as much as you, my listeners, have heard me curse and piss and moan about my kids, I enjoy them walking in and saying hi. That's fine. Sharing a little thing. But like this one that was just here, Ellery,
She's annoying. I'm gonna go turn the space heater on.
Okay. Bring that in.
Well, it's not over here.
It was. I'll go get it.
No, I'm not doing all that work for.
I'll go get it for you. Here, let Raini tell you. She knows exactly what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I wasn't listening to him because I was thinking about the space heater. Oh my goodness.
so did you? What are you doing for the party today?
I don't know. I've asked Ellie like 5 times. I'm like, what do you want to do? What should we do to keep everybody busy? And she's like, I don't know. Maybe we could watch a movie. I'm like, that'll be great. But I got the cotton candy maker out, so we'll do cotton candy.
Yeah,
Cool.
cotton candy.
Right. And then it's a 4-hour party instead of a 3-hour party. So
3 hours the standard.
yeah, 3-hour standard. We got to go above and beyond. We'll get
That's
the popcorn. Right. I'll do popcorn, and then if I'm feeling really adventurous and there's a ton of time left, I might do the salt dough ornaments.
Oh.
Salt dough ornaments.
Salt dough ornament.
Hey, Sarah Yusuf.
They won't be dry. But
Scotty doing a cost benefit
get 'em to do it all.
cost benefit analysis.
What?
I'm not sure what you heard there, Sarah.
What's a Scott? What's a cost benefit analysis?
Maybe that was at the very beginning. You might have caught the, if you come in late to the show, sometimes you click on it and it starts.
Was she talking talking to Grumpy?
Yeah, when we were talking to Grumpy. Wakey, wakey, David, says Elderberry.
It's because I'm looking down. I have heavy eyelids, but I'm awake. I'm not sleeping.
What did Ken Ballos say? He says, those aren't bags under your eyes. That's luggage.
Yeah.
Nice.
I have steamer trunks that I carry around.
Mm-hmm. What's that big white thing behind me?
Are you talking to the
microphone?
microphone?
I don't know, right? I don't know. That was weird.
Oh, I think they're talking about the Egyptian thing in the back on the shelf.
Oh, that's
behind Raini's head.
Behind Raini's head.
I got it.
Boom. Yeah, it's hard to do when you see yourself in reverse and you go, yeah, this little statue over here.
Yeah, I do it all the time.
When I work on the sacred jump,
left is right and right is right. Left is right and right is right.
You're hearing a woman's voice?
Is right and right is left.
Yeah, I brought up the show on the other device so I could look at the chat room.
Oh, yeah, it's delayed. There is a little delay.
And there was a commercial running.
Oh, so you meant with the kids, Sarah said. I meant cost analysis with the kids.
Oh, yeah.
Cost to benefits. I said to Rainey not long ago, I said, our children are consumers, not producers. They are a lag on society here in our household. But you love them. So what do you do with them?
Make them do more chores.
Yeah, exactly. Consumers. We're going to turn you into producers, our children.
Mm-hmm.
So what are your sage words of wisdom? That came out really nice. Your sage words of wisdom for today.
Like trying to say shoulder surgery yesterday.
Shoulder surgery.
Shoulder surgery.
Shoulder surgery. Say shoulder surgery 3 times.
Surgery on soldiers over there?
Yeah.
Shoulder surgery. I don't have any.
Hey, Chuck Henriksen. He says, got to run for coffee. Happy Sunday.
Yeah, happy Sunday.
Those eyes look closed, Dave, says Elderberry. So.
Yeah, Just
Yeah,
like
they are what they are, man.
Yeah.
The way I look.
Good morning, Beth Kirkham. Welcome.
Good morning.
I should draw this a little closer because we look like two little tiny heads.
I know.
Next to Dave. I got stuff here.
I know. Why don't you clean your stuff up? And then you hit my
Here,
chair.
right here.
Push me
I
over.
can do this.
Here. There we go. I'll get all these books out of here. I got a big stack of books here. That's in the way. We'll put those over there.
We got to get my other chair back from Flynn because this chair makes me lean
What's
back.
Flynn got your chair up there for?
Play video games, duh.
Yeah, duh.
So that's what he needs is a good gaming chair.
Right?
Yeah, this is a gaming chair I'm in. We saw one at Goodwill, but it costs more than I got this one on Amazon.
Yeah.
Yeah, what's
Well,
with Goodwill nowadays?
I'll take a look around and see what I can find.
Isn't Goodwill supposed to be a place where, I'm not necessarily talking about ourselves here, but a place where people who don't have a lot of money we should be able to go and get clothes and get furniture bits and pieces and all kinds of junk. Well, Goodwill has turned into something very different now.
Yeah.
You go into Goodwill, and when you can look at an old chair, a used desk chair, and it costs $75 at Goodwill, you know there ain't no poor family that's got enough money to buy that chair.
What I like is the stuff that you could buy at Walmart brand new for $5.
Yeah.
You pay a little bit more for use.
Pay more at Goodwill. So maybe their philosophy is, I get part of the philosophy. Well, you're buying stuff here so we can put money into Goodwill for people.
Yeah.
You know, and
whatever.
so on.
The CEO makes how much money a year?
Yeah.
That's not for helping people.
That's
and
nutty.
the people they hire make what, $10 an hour? That's not helping.
Well, if I were the CEO of Goodwill, I'd expect a 6-figure salary. If I'm going to make that company run, I get it. There are people that you got to pay well so your company runs well.
But the company doesn't run well.
The company doesn't run well. Now, we go to Goodwill because every now and then we find a nice deal. It used to be you could go to Goodwill and find really cool shirts. I'd load up on shirts, men's shirts. I'm not talking dress shirts for suit and tie. I'm talking, cool casual shirts and stuff like that. Hoodies, things that cost you a couple of bucks. Now it's like $9 for a shirt I saw the other day. I go, wow, this is a nice shirt. It was a Calvin Klein or something. But so even at Goodwill, they will take the big name brands and they'll tag them $3 more or $5 more or whatever. Now, $9 for a shirt is still a pretty good deal when you think about it, because you're going to pay $60 at the store.
Yeah.
Or, you go to Target.
I tell you what, though, if you want a deal at Goodwill, buy a pair of scrubs so the next time you can go in on Wednesday.
Yeah.
And get the medical personnel.
There it is.
Deal.
Well, see, or you just get a little older. I'm at 55 years old. I could start using the Goodwill senior citizens discount.
Oh my God, you say that. I went to our food shelf has a thrift store that benefits you. That's where I like to donate. So I donate my stuff to, it's called Two Fish.
Two Fish.
And Five Loaves is the food shelf.
Two Fish and Five Loaves.
If you go to Two Fish and donate your
made
stuff,
that connection,
and whatever you buy goes to benefit the Five Loaves food shelf. Freaking love that place. But I walked in and I'm like, so do I get a discount if I married an old guy? And she was like, no. And she's like, are you over 55? And I don't know if she wanted me to say yes, but I couldn't say yes. I'm like, no.
You go, why? Yes,
I'm like,
I am.
Someday. But I bet you if I would have said yes, she would have given me the discount.
My wife could say, I'm 55 in the balls I wear in life. So, yeah.
Right. Oh my goodness. I went to Walmart. The other day and there was a guy. Did I tell the story already here?
No.
There was a guy who walked past me and said, hey, did you graduate from Stillwater? And I said, no. I said, Forest Lake. And he was like, oh, back in 78, there was this guy and he had a red shirt on and he had a beard and glasses and hair. And I was like, Dad kind of was like, sorry, I don't know anything of what you're talking about. And he was like, okay, never mind, you can go. But
then she walks away going, he thinks I was in a high school in 78?
I graduated and said, what the fuck, dude?
She graduated in like 98.
Yeah.
So
I don't think I looked that old.
Where were you in 78?
In the egg in my mom's.
Yeah, I was gonna say you weren't even born yet, were you?
She was in
No.
pre-heaven. So
Right?
I think I'll take that family. That's the one I
I think I'm going to marry a
Right.
guy who's really handsome and outgoing and charming, but doesn't make any fucking money.
Right.
That's what I will do with my next life.
That's my next life. Woo!
The problem with Scotty has always been he's always dirt poor, but he looks like he's fairly well off.
I
Right?
always look like I'm okay.
Yeah, somebody asked me something like that the other day. They're like, what do people know? Or what do people assume but don't know? And it's like, I think people assume that we're really well off, and we freaking struggle. We struggle
We do.
to pay the bills.
And I think part of that is because I've been well off. And Dave, you've known me in the days where I made.
There was a
decent
time
money.
when I was making huge money as a chef, and
Yep.
there's a picture that was taken at the restaurant with me and the owner and the guy that owned the bakery that supplied pretty much all the restaurants in Rochester. He was a millionaire. The guy that ran the company that supplied all the video games and jukeboxes for all the restaurants and bars, he was a millionaire. There are like 4 or 5 millionaires at the table, and me, and we're lighting Cuban cigars with $100 bills.
Nice.
And
That's defacing government property.
Yeah, way to go.
Yeah, well, we weren't worried about it. It was $100 bills. It was.
That's right.
We used to roll dice for
for
20s and 50s and 100s all the time, and I just thought when I was young, money just always came to me hand over fist, and I just thought it was going to be like that for the rest of my life. So I was like,
I was never
$30.
rich. I was never in the upper crust or anything, but we were upper middle class and had good jobs and stuff like that. And then Rainey and I got together right after I started freelancing, and it has been a roller coaster ever since. I'm like, I think she got together with me because I had a nice house that I was renting, but trying to buy. I had a nice house.
I got with you because you had a nice house.
No. Here, let me.
It was all about the house.
It was all about the house. No, what I mean is you're attracted physically to somebody, but when you start thinking about, do I want that person in my life? You look at him. I think a woman will look at a guy and say, does he know how to take care of himself? Is he self-managed? Does he make a decent living? Can he make a decent home?
But you didn't make a decent living. And not to be like,
Nope.
before we, and I don't want to say got together, but before we decided to date, I knew your financials and how things ran. So obviously.
You knew my financials before we dated?
Yeah, I knew you struggled.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. You were fairly open about all that.
Yeah.
I didn't call it struggling back then. I called it the roller coaster of being a self-employed artist.
Because not to be like,
parent.
you didn't have a car.
Yep. Well, I had a car,
but
but then it went up and down
I knew
too.
you were renting, and so I knew you didn't have anything.
Mm-hmm.
But I had stuff. I guess I didn't realize how expensive kids were.
Yeah.
Because that's where, like, I had a savings. I was planning for retirement. I had a savings for retirement. And then I got with Scotty, and I have nothing. I have nothing now. So I'm 42.
Well, it's not like I stripped her of like a $20,000 savings
retirement.
or something.
No.
It's just she had a plan. She had her savings plan. She had this and that. We got together, and then it turned into buying houses, homes for each other. Or for our family.
Yeah, we bought homes for each other.
Yeah.
It was paying the bills. I think things would have been a lot easier if Annette would have paid child support.
Yeah, my ex-wife. Yeah, she didn't pay any child support. I took her back to court for that, and we got it a few years later. But
we got it. We got $64 per kid per month.
$64 per kid per month
for 9 months.
So, and I had sole custody of those kids. So, but kids, Elderberry says kids are expensive. They are. And you don't realize
then we brought more kids into the world. Holy hell.
We bought 3 more kids into the world.
You think I would have learned from the first 3?
No. We just liked doing it back then. We still like doing it.
But you know what? They're all worth it.
Yeah.
Yeah. You have 6 wonderful kids.
Abby and Bryn help take care of things every now and then. And Disney, what do we go to Land or World?
My daughters do for me.
It would have never happened anyways.
My daughters, because they are smart and have their own business, they do the stuff for me, for us, for our family
Right.
that dads are supposed to be doing for their kids. But because it's usually dads are the successful ones and the kids aren't. And dad's always helping.
But
Dad's getting
they're-
teary.
I'm not getting teary.
But I
It's
think
my
they're
eyes these
also,
days.
Scott, they are also appreciative and understanding of what you sacrificed and went through to make sure that they had the education and background that they have to do what they do.
Yeah, there is that. There is that. And I will say, when you, this is not accolades for me, it's talking about how we operate. When you say, look, I think mom, this one right here, will be a better mom to our children than paying 2/3 of our salary to have our kids in daycare when they were young. And so we decided together that, Mom, there's no suppression here. I never said, you marry me, I'm going to have you under my thumb and you're going to stay home and cook and be barefoot and pregnant. None of that happened. But
no, she was topless and pregnant. That was totally different.
Yeah.
She was allowed to wear shoes.
Topless and pregnant.
Those boobs were everywhere.
Boobs were everywhere. And but
and when she was tired, she
are,
brought in her sister
it's
for
not
relief.
That they aren't anymore. It's just we got older kids now. Hey, Vegas Paranormal. But the point I was going to make is that we decided together when we did the math, it's like, okay, if you keep working and do this at the current rate you're working, you're ending up making $200 a week or $100 a week after we pay daycare. If you take and pool all the money together,
like $100 after the month.
After that's what I meant. After the month,
yeah,
it's like there was nothing left because you got kids in daycare.
For $100, do I want to raise my own kids, or do I want to pay?
Or do I want to pay somebody else to raise our kids and then have not really much to show for it at the end?
Right, that $100, I was willing to let $100 go.
And so, as a couple, you decide there are things that we do that are sacrifices that we make financially. I liked being at home. I'm a stay-at-home dad. Our kids have the benefit of having both mom and dad home all the time. And mom and dad have the sheer, utter, frustrating terror of being moms and dads that are home all the time. And so...
Yeah, I like that too. So when I left Office Max and started working for JRP, all my classes started, they were evening classes. So I was home all day with the kids and stuff like that. And that was good. That was good. I was there to put time into the kids' scouting programs and whatever else. And I taught a theater class for the latch kids at the school after school. And that was all good stuff.
Sorry, we're laughing at the dog. The dog is over. I got two big overstuffed chairs out there on the other side of
in the audience area.
The dog is laying on her back in one of them with her feet up, and she's going, "Puff."
Yeah, she's wiggling, going,
"Puff." Just making noise over there. It's making us laugh.
What's she doing?
I wish I could show you. I don't think I can turn that far because it's entertaining. She moved.
Now she's
it's all
gonna
good.
eat an eye packet.
There you go. So, don't eat that.
Hey,
she's trying to eat the eye packet, the little, not eye packet, the little. She threw one of these glasses wipes at her, and she started trying to eat it.
got what she wanted.
There you go. She ran off with it now. So, by the way, those of you new here on a Sunday, there's no great topic on Sundays. I love being with my wife on this show, and I love her. She should do her own show, by the way.
No,
she should.
She should. Watch your fingers. I didn't want to run the arm of my chair.
I was going to start doing like a video dream journal because the dreams
Yeah.
I've had lately are crazy, but I can't remember what I dreamed last night.
She's having a lot of apocalyptic dreams
Yeah.
lately. So
Not good. Yeah, I've been digging into Nostradamus a little bit because Nostradamus has been pushing all kinds of stuff for 2023.
yeah, not actively because he's dead.
Well, yes, but so apparently he talked about the pandemic.
Yeah,
He got that right. He's talked about Russia bringing down their leader through assassination, which I could totally see happening.
yeah.
because there's a lot of people that are upset with this war in Ukraine and everything. I could see one of his generals taking him out. I think that he's already got a terminal illness.
That's right.
And that,
hey son, come around here.
Do you have an Apple charger?
That he
I do, but come around here.
trying to do this before he dies.
Sorry to interrupt you, Dave, but since the other two have been in here, come here, Flynn. Come between mommy
come on
and
in,
daddy.
Flynn. Hey, son,
There
how are
he is.
you?
Good.
Sup
Oh
with
my
you?
God, my shoulder
Tell
doesn't
him what he
feel
loves to hear, Mom.
Mommy loves you. Come here, Mommy loves you. Oh, my boy. Oh, I love
Look at that face.
He's so cute. And when you smile, Flynn,
yes, this one, Flynn.
Flynn, when you smile, I still see the 3-year-old you.
Yeah.
You still have that great
You go
smile.
on the other side, you unplug that one and take that with you. It's this one right here.
Love you, boy.
Needed an Apple charger. Why you got to charge apples for? You just peel them and eat them.
There should be an Apple charger on the floor between the two couches
There
under
should
the round
be.
table.
Should be. Don't lose that one though. That charges my mouse and my
If not,
keypad.
there's an Apple charger between the two couches under the round table.
Yeah, like Mom said twice now.
Mom knows everything.
Mom, her uterus is a tracking device.
You're ready to take it. It's fine.
So, hiya, Flynn, says John Quavius Tinglebottom. I think I know who that is.
Nice.
Is that
You got Flynn laughing with Tinglebottom.
Tinglebottom?
John Quavius.
Jean Quavius Tinglebottom.
Does that mean something to you? No.
Hey, Skyfalls. That's Waylon.
Oh, is it nice?
Yeah, he had his buddy stay over last night, and they played video games all night.
Right.
So he's upstairs watching the show now. His 11-year-old buddy, 12-year-old, 13. Is he 12 or 13?
I don't know. Waylon, how old are you?
Flynn's
12 or
age.
13?
So
12. He's probably 12.
probably 12. So
It's all good.
Well, Flynn has that. He's like turns the older
Right,
age
right.
at the beginning of the year. So
That's what I did too,
Waylon-
because
Waylon's
my
probably
choice
still
was
up.
to be the youngest kid in the class always, or
or the oldest.
because I have a September birthday and I'm right on that cusp thing.
yeah.
So I had to wait a
Yeah.
whole extra year. All my friends went off to kindergarten. I had to wait an extra year because my birthday was a week later.
See, now I was an early kid. My birthday at the end of November.
And that's Scotty's problem.
So I started too early. Yeah, that's the problem. I'm just too young for you.
Yeah, right? Oh, man.
So, yeah. So my mom sent me to school when I was 4. I started school. Otherwise, would have had to wait a year.
Yeah, that's what happened to me. I would have had to start kindergarten at 4, and they were like, "Oh, we don't want to do that." And it was like,
Yeah,
but it's
we don't
only a
wanna do
week. He'll only be 4 for a week,
yeah. Yeah. So you got to find a younger model.
I do.
Yeah.
I've had several. That's how I
Yeah.
got all this gray hair.
You have.
Right. Scotty, I think is jealous of our neighbor, Nate.
Oh, gee, I am not jealous of Nate.
Scotty met the neighbor. His name is Nate. I don't know how old he is, but
He's got to be about
single.
34.
He's single.
So here's the thing. I met him the other day
Yeah. at
when
our-
Sam was over. So Friday. And he was telling me, I'm boiling deer heads over here or something, and doing things where he's mounting the antlers to the skulls.
Yeah.
And
And I get all excited because what do I like? I like dead things and bones.
Yeah.
dead things and bones,
Yeah.
guys. So Rainey comes out and he's out again.
No, he comes over and it's like, I met the neighbor. His name is Nate. He's boiling stuff. And I'm like, oh, did you tell him I want bones? And I'm like, does he got any bones for your wife?
I said he better not.
And I'm like, well, is he single? And he's like, what?
Rephrase that.
Right?
Yeah.
I asked. I said, is he single? And Scotty's like, well, I didn't ask. I'm like, well, does he
I
have
said,
kids?
I didn't ask.
I didn't ask.
I
I'm
didn't
like,
ask
well,
him.
hi. Yeah, that would have been so.
See,
you
there's all
married?
the
You
women
single?
questions. Does he have bones? Is he single?
Yeah.
Does
got
he have
kids?
kids? And I'm like, every time I said, well, I didn't ask him that.
And not that I've seen kids, but I have kids. I want to know, do you have older kids that can watch my kids? Do you have younger kids that I can send my kids over to watch your kids? Like, what's going on?
There's a great comedian out there. I can't think of his name right now, but I come across him often on the Instagram. Anyways, he does this bit. He goes, women always have more questions than I have answers for. I'll get off the phone and I'll say, Barry was in a bad accident. And they go, oh, was Evelyn with him? I don't know. Barry was in a bad accident. That's all he knows, right? Oh. And well, were the kids with him? I don't know. Barry was in a bad accident.
Was it a car accident?
And they ask like a gazillion questions. He's like, I don't know. All I know is Barry was in a bad accident. Like, that's the information I have.
Well, here's more to this story, because a little later in the day, he's out in the back door to his garage comes up to the side of our yard, because he's on the corner and so on. And so he's coming in and out to his little tent and boiling things out there. And Rainey's outside. And I said, hey, come on over and meet Nate, the neighbor. Maybe you can ask him your questions.
Yeah. Got any bones for me?
You got any bones for me? And I said, if she'd have been alone, he'd have gone, hell yeah, I got bones for you. But so she wanted to go over and meet him. But she's asking about, oh, that's pretty cool.
I love a good bone.
Yeah, I could use a good bone. Do you have any good bones? And so
his question was, what kind of bone?
what kind of bone do you need?
All the bones. I need all the bones.
Only he wasn't being what's the word?
Raunchy?
No.
Scotty?
Innuendo. He wasn't doing any innuendo.
He wasn't being
He was
Scotty.
just a nice guy.
Yeah.
And he's, he hunts and he does all this stuff and stuff. And Rainey's over there with me. She's meeting him and we're all talking. And Rainey, I can always tell when Rainey likes another guy. Now, I don't mean she's planning anything or anything like. She's in her head. She's like, oh, this guy's kind of attractive. And what he does attracts me. And if I were a single woman, I'd be even more attracted. But type of thing. But she gets over there because she's all like, well, oh, you hunt? Oh, that's fantastic. My brother-in-law is going to take me to hunt because Scotty doesn't hunt.
No, we were talking about filling the freezer.
Yeah. Do you like fishing? I go up to Alaska to fish for salmon every year. You should come with.
Here's where Scotty thinks it's an attraction. It's not. It was fun, and I was excited because he likes dead things, and we were talking about dead things and gutting animals and bones and stuff
Rainey loves
like that. I was all
animals.
excited, like yeah.
And you can also tell when Rainey doesn't like someone because she's thinking cyanide. Cyanide would take care of that,
right? I get silent and sit back and
go. Would you like some tea?
Do you like the taste of almond?
Yes. It's this peculiar taste in my coffee. Oh, that's almond. Almond nut
milk
coffee.
It's not hazelnut creamer. It's almond creamer.
So anyway, just making fun with that. But it's all you can always tell. Rainey could tell if we met a woman friend of hers. Hey, you got to meet who was it? Amber. When you first met Amber, a hot little thing. And this is my friend Amber. And guys, we get all giggity. It's not that we're making plans in our head. It's that
that's how it goes.
That's how it goes. It's like, oh hi, oh here, oh hi, Rainey's friend. How you doing? Nice to meet you. Guys are guys. It's what we do. It's
Rainey would say, "Did you have your gut sucked in for that entire conversation?"
Yes, I did. Thank you very much. Thank you for looking.
Maybe. I didn't want her to think you were with some sort of slouch.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
I'm looking out for you, baby.
Looking out for you. Elderberry asks, once Rainey gets a hunt under her belt, she'll be even more excitable about hunting.
Right. Oh, yeah.
So now I got to take up hunting. I've never been against hunting. Just never did it. I've been hunting.
That's not good. That's not good. That's not good. Hunt separately.
Right?
Oh, yeah. Freak accident. I don't know how it happened.
Rainey can go with her brother, and you can go someplace else.
Right.
Why? What are you trying to say, Dave?
Yeah, you might shoot me.
Well, I have said,
What happened?
you ever
I tripped and
consider,
it dropped
Scotty,
the
would you ever
shotgun and he
consider,
was dead.
Scotty, would you ever consider divorce, you and Rainey? I'm like, no. I said,
That would be too
axe
expensive.
murder? Axe murder, yes. Not divorce, though. Yeah, check the life insurance policies. Last time I went to Egypt, Rainey was like, I was talking to my grandma. We got this great life insurance policy for you, that for travel and so on and so on. So I always take out the travel policies.
Things happen. Planes fall out of the sky.
Why? What?
She wanted mommy.
Yeah, Rainey's got to watch out for little cabins falling
Right.
on her. Who killed my sister? Was it you? Let's see.
Rowan's at that age. Some of her friends might show up with ruby slippers on. Just so you be watching.
That's right. You know what I'm looking forward to is
go, little one.
all of Flynn's buddies now in the next couple of years are going to be like, yeah, Rainey's, yeah, your mom's hot.
Like me with Jane.
Like you with who?
Jane.
Oh, my mom.
Your mom.
Yeah.
Your
my mom was hot. When I was Flynn's age, my mom was not quite 30 yet. Or she was 30. She's 18 years older than I am.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
She was about the age of the twins.
Yep. Yeah, she was the exact age that my daughters are right now.
Crazy.
Flynn's age. So, yeah, my mom was good looking. She still is for 80. She's doing all right. So, anyway, I want more coffee. So I'm going to go get more coffee. You think you can handle this?
You want to get me some hot water?
This rabble? Just hot water?
Yeah.
Take care of her. Because
Nothing
she's doing
else?
tea.
No, it was
Just
tea,
hot
but I
water?
don't want any more tea.
Okay. I will be right back, and Rainey will keep you all busy.
Sure, she
Rainey
will.
in the grub.
I just made pizza.
Right. This dog is so big, and she's such a baby. I don't know if you can see the hair floating around, but I can feel it. Right? So what have you been up to?
Painting. Well, this week I've been tending to my mom and my dad, getting him to and from the clinic and all that. Mom fell and broke her leg on Tuesday morning, so
Yeah.
not good.
That's terrible.
So she has she has artificial knees on both sides.
Okay.
And she fell in such a way that, when they do an artificial knee, they put a titanium rod up inside the femur.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And pretty much where that rod ends is where it broke.
Oh no. Okay.
Yeah. And I think sent a fracture vertically up the bone. So they had to put in plates and screws and stuff, tie the bone back together. She's not going to be able to walk for 3 months.
Wow.
And she's going to have so much atrophy. I don't know that she'll ever walk again. Because of that. She's still in the hospital, but she'll be going to a rehab center probably Monday-ish, because there's no way I can right now lift her in and out of a wheelchair or do any of that stuff.
Yeah, not with your back and
so yeah, it's turning the whole household over, trying to figure out how we're going to deal with different stuff. And plus I've been trying to get some portraiture done for holiday gifts, so I'm trying to get that stuff finished. And so I showed my self-portrait, but I've got others that I'm working on that I can't show because that would
wreck the Christmas. The gifting part.
I don't know who else watching.
Right.
And so I haven't been posting those. Plus I'm working on this series of Viking prints, and I've got several people in the Viking organization that I think are interested in buying. So I'm trying to get that series done. And I've got a series in the wings that I'm going to get started on soon, for Masonic stuff. I've got several lodges that have been asking questions. So I am at a point, I think, where I could start selling once I get these things completed, but oils take forever because you lay a layer and then it's got to sit for 4 days before I can touch it again.
Yep.
And so it's just, so what I'm trying to get is to a situation where I can have several paintings in the process. So I can, like, if I'm painting on Tuesday, I can just go from one painting to another painting to another painting to another painting, and then just let them all sit for a week.
Yeah. Nice.
I am thinking about doing some acrylics. I have acrylics, and now that I've gotten my portrait technique back, I'm thinking that I might try some in acrylic and see how that is, because that's fast.
Yeah. Right? That's what I work with.
Yeah. So,
I went to go through, I've been working on journals again. I cannot believe how much paint Rowan has gone through since the last time I did journals. I had a huge tub of paints and all the colors. They like have, she put the bottles back in, but you squeeze them and nothing comes out. I'm like, what the hell? I'm like, if you're going to use my stuff, tell me I used all your white. I used all your purple. I used all your pink. I used all your blue. I put the containers
what you
back
using it on?
empty. She likes to do those where you do from one color to the next and like blend them in. I don't know what it's called. I guess ombre is what I know it because it's what they try to do with hair, but yeah.
Yeah.
And I've thrown a whole bunch away because it's like she doesn't want them in a room and I don't need them in my space. So that's art, wasted paint in the trash.
I was out picking up brushes last month.
Yeah.
And there was this girl, she must have been 11 or 12, and she was looking at brushes and oils. So she's clearly not just doing stick figures. She's clearly got some talent, because kids don't play with oils unless they have gifts, right?
You got to know what you're doing.
and Mom was there, and she's picking out things that she needs, and Mom comes around the corner and she's like, how much is all of that? And she's like, well, it's 40% off. And she's like, okay, but Christmas is coming. So how much do you need for the projects you're working on now? And how much do you just want because, it's art supplies.
Right.
And so they're kind of hemming and hawing, trying to decide. And I said, if she has a gift, support it, because someday it could support you.
Right.
So
yeah, like Abby and Bryn.
Yeah.
I remember them sitting in the garage making little, I can't even think of what they are.
Scales for the mermaid tails.
Little scale, one at a time, putting them in, and
little like cookie cutters, cutting out the scales and putting it all up and down this tail that they were going to cast in silicone.
Support your kids and their stuff.
Absolutely.
Because you never know.
Right.
You never know.
And not to be like, if you were at Hobby Lobby, you need to buy everything when it's at that 40% off, because it's going to be another
it's otherwise really expensive. Weeks. I agree. Yeah. I agree. And in fact, I'm going to go over to Michael's this afternoon because they have a sale running and I want to pick up canvases.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, Raini always tells me when we go into Michael's or Hobby Lobby, she says, stock up now, get what you need today because they got everything is on sale.
It drives me nuts too, because then he'll be like, oh, I should have got that. And it's like, well, now you're not gonna, because I hate spending money.
Well, it's not a negative. It's at the time I'm like, I don't know. I don't think I need anything.
But it's like now you're gonna have to wait till it goes on sale again.
Mm-hmm.
So over at Walmart, in their little craft art section, they have these aluminum adjustable easels. They're $20.
Yes.
And they're fully adjustable. You can do a large painting, you can do a small painting. It's like a tripod, like a camera tripod with the legs that adjust. And they've got the center bar comes up and allows you to put taller paintings in there. And an easel at any of the hobby places is $100 just to get a decent easel.
Yeah.
And so I thought, well, it's $20, but I'll just spend it because if it's crap, I'm not going to be out that much.
Yeah.
And if it's good, I'll come back and buy more and I'm going to go back and buy more because I can have 4 or 5 easels set up with paintings on them and work multiple, because again, in oils, I have to work little layers and let it sit for days. And so I can work multiple pieces at the same time this way.
Well, you know, I used to have one of those and I sold it at a garage sale, but then I found another one in another garage sale. But I bought one of those boxes, a wooden box with the latches on it. You fold it out, it's a big easel, and it's got, you know, it extends up and so on. And I had it and I never used it because I don't sit and use an easel that much. I've got a drawing table that is on a tilt if I need it, and things like that.
I'd love to have my drafting table back, but I don't have a space for it now.
Yeah.
And so when I get into my own space again, that's the first thing I'm going to do. A big drafting table like yours, so I can adjust it and put the work on that. And
when Abby and Bryn were growing up, we had, let's see, I think this was, I'm trying to think if it was before or after. This was after you and I first met with the baseball team. And in our basement in, I don't know if you remember the house over on the east side of Johnson Parkway. There was a little nook in the little room that was my studio, which wasn't maybe half the size of this room. And there was a nook, and it was just the right way. It was 7 feet, and I could take an old door. I took an old flat hollow core door, put brackets on the side walls, and I inserted that into that nook at a standing height with a slight angle to it. And that was my drafting table, my drawing table. So I had that 7-foot table.
You're making it heavy.
No.
Liquor.
Dumb dog, sleeping. She's not as fat as she looks. Camera adds 20 pounds. But she's just
as fat as she looks.
She just built that way. She's a fire plug. But Abby and Bryn, when they were little, 3 and 4 and 5 years old, they used to sit on either side of that table. I'd be drawing in the middle, and they'd want me to draw in the middle, so they would lay down on that table on their bellies with their knees bent and their legs, feet up, and drawing pictures.
The other thing, and I don't understand how you got any drawing done because your arm was always being bumped, but they would climb on you like you were a gym, like a jungle gym. They would be just crawling all over you, climb up your back, sit on your head. And you're just drawing away. And I'm like, I don't understand how you do that without.
Well, that's when they were really little too, you know. Ellery still crawls on me and does stuff like that, but you know, she's about 4 years older than they were now when my other girls, when Ellery was doing it. I remember sitting at my desk chair on a business call to a book distributor, and Abby and Bryn were 3. So this is 27, almost 28 years ago. But they're both behind me, between my back and the back of my chair, chattering away, and they're pushing on me with their legs, but they're not paying attention to me. And they're pushing me and rocking me like this, and I'm talking on the phone to a distributor, and you don't think about it at the time.
Yeah.
I built a fort for them down in my office, you know, a blanket fort type of thing. And so they'd play in there, and they were always there. So, and Ellery's a little more, she's grown, she's older than they were when I did that stuff. And now she's like obnoxious and precocious and all of that stuff. And it's like,
Ellie's always been bigger than the average kid.
Yeah.
Too, so
yeah.
When she was 3 or 4, she was the size of a
5-6-year-old.
Yeah.
So that was always tough. And
even at 8, she still towers the kids in her class.
And when you think about it, when I had my heart surgery, she was 2. And so that time of carrying her on my shoulders and all around, flipping kids all around and stuff like that, 6 years ago, really dramatically declined almost to nothing. And built up over the years a little bit. But by then they start getting too big. I used to put Abby and Bryn when they were little. I did this with Ellery. I did this with Rowan. I did it with Flynn too. You put them on a pillow, a big pillow in the living room, on their knees, and we do magic carpet rides, running through the house like that with them over my head on the magic carpet or the magic pillow. And 6 years ago, that kind of stuff came to an end. You know, I didn't do a whole lot of that. And so Ellery got the least amount from anybody. But anyway.
Rainey, do you remember the magic pillow rides? Did you get magic pillow rides?
Yeah, that's why we have 3 kids. Rainey, I'm going to take you on a magic pillow ride tonight. It's like, oh, do, sir, please do. I can show you the world.
No, thank you.
Yeah, now I get a no thank you. Hey, Rainy, want to go to a magic carpet ride?
Nope. Carpet's dirty.
Carpet's dirty. So
And
many
old.
germs.
Stinky.
Yeah. Well, my carpet's fresh and powdered. So.
I don't like powdery carpet. Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
But it is 10:11.
Yep. And
10:11. We got to go soon because we got to get
I've got to go too.
The house ready for a bunch of raging 8-year-olds.
Right.
Oh my God. I do not envy you.
I forgive your tardiness, Roger Rabbit, but we, sad to say, we're ending early today. So we got a 8-year-old birthday party going on here at the house.
You're going to have a house full of 8-year-olds.
2 hours.
Crazy.
And so we got to get prepped for the craziness. Not that we're not prepped. We got to finish prepping.
Send booze and pizza. If
Yeah,
you
booze
care
and
about
pizza.
us, send booze and pizza.
Text my phone and we'll text your address so you can send us booze and pizza. So. All right. So all I got.
Which do the 8-year-olds get?
None.
They get we will feed them a little
and
scotch.
Wait, before we go, Ellie decided for her party that she wants to have, because we're having them for 4 hours from noon to 4, so there's going to be lunch in there. So we're having Kraft macaroni and cheese with orange chicken.
Mm.
And then I did buy corn dogs in case kids don't like chicken and don't like mac and cheese. But we also have chicken nuggets shaped in the alphabet. So
there you go. Alphabet chicken nuggets, corn dogs,
healthy,
mac and cheese, and orange chicken.
And I'm waiting until 3 o'clock to make that cotton candy so I can send them home with a shit ton of sugar.
Yeah. Here you go. Have your sugar. See ya.
Right.
So
no birthday
Elderberry, you have a great day too.
We have cake and ice cream, but
yeah. Dave, we're gonna let you go. You have a fun day painting.
Yeah.
Talk to you soon, brother.
Are you done now?
Yeah, we're
all right. We're almost done. We'll tell you when we're done. So anyway, great having you here.
Yeah, thanks for having me. It's
always
been a blast.
You're welcome. Thanks for having me.
Ew.
Ew.
Oh. Oh my goodness.
What kind of bones do you have? So
hard ones.
Yeah.
I have a broken one.
Yep. Ellie's got
there you go.
one.
She's got to participate. Good thing she doesn't know what we're actually talking about. So there you go.
You're gonna break the arm off the chair there, kiddo.
All right, everyone. Have a great day.
Yeah. Enjoy your day.
Happy birthday, Ellery, says Sarah Yusuf.
Thank you, Sarah.
This was his pie.
Thank you, Susie.
Say thank you, Sarah. Thank you, Susie.
Thank you.
Hey, Susie.
And
So-
Lucy wave.
Okay. There you go. There it is. All right, everybody. We're going to get out of here. Remember, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday is Intrepid Radio at 9 p.m. Same place, just 2 days less per week. Tuesday is Robertson with Wendy Robertson and me. And that's at 4 p.m. because it's usually 10 p.m. her time. And we don't want to go much later than that. If she's still here in Canada, she'll be joining us an hour behind us, 3 o'clock her time. So you all have a good week. We'll see, or a good week, rest of your weekend, and we'll see you here tomorrow night. Thanks for being here. Appreciate it.
Right.
Appreciate your presence and we also appreciate your presence. PRESENTS. Send all presents to 411 Oak. There you go.
Right.
Okay, guys. You have a good day. We'll see you later. Live long and prosper.
Bye.